America back on track. Bill Martinez live.
6 minutes after the top of the hour. Good to have you along with us. Thank you for sharing a part of your day with us. I'm Bill Martinez. For more information on the show, you go to BillMartinezLive.com. Alfredo Ortiz joins us now. He is the CEO of Jobs Creators Network. Alfredo, welcome to the show. Good to have you with us.
Bill, thank you for having me.
Hey, what I appreciate about the Job Creators Network is you're focused on several things here. We're talking jobs, taxes, and small business. Boy, if those aren't the three critical heartbeats of getting this country back on track, I'm not sure what is.
No, that's true. That's true. Now, we're excited, and it's been a great fight, especially on the small business one. As you know, truly the backbone of America, 2/3 of new job growth is in the hands of these small business owners across the country.
Well, it is exciting to see their excitement. We love entrepreneurism, as you say. It is the engine of the free market system and capitalism. When you look at a health of our economy historically, small business has led the way, has it not?
It really has, and I have to tell you what a difference a few years has made from the Obama administration out to the Trump administration. We've moved from downtrodden small business owners and entrepreneurs to entrepreneurs with sky-high optimism and excitement and actually believing that the American dream is now achievable once again.
Yeah, that is exciting that they're dreaming big dreams. We say on this show it's time to dream big dreams once again. And small business entrepreneurs and people will do that which they get rewarded for. That's just one of those business acumens that have been around forever. And this is what we're seeing, is that the hope that they can, open up a lemonade stand if they so want and not be overly regulated or harassed by the feds has really freed up a lot of energy in this country.
It really has, and it's scary, Bill. If you remember just a few years back under the Obama administration, we actually hit probably one of the scariest points in history, which I don't think many people actually realize we hit, which was entrepreneurialism was actually on the decline. It was negative. More businesses were actually closing than were actually opening. First time in American history that it happened. And we're seeing that completely reverse now. We're seeing that trend reverse, and the growth rates are there to prove it. 3.3% estimated by the Congressional Budget Office for this year alone. That's more than double where we were under the Obama administration in his last couple of years in office.
Alfredo, I guess what is astounding to me is that progressivism and those that would support the policies of Barack Obama and the previous administration, it's like they haven't even reconciled this to say, wait a minute, the policies that we enacted over two cycles with this administration really did a lot of injury to this country. And what you're hearing is a doubling down that's absolutely insane. That just doesn't make sense. And the mainstream media is backing, their movement and their policies. And I believe confusing the body politic over, what is real and what's imaginary.
Bill, there's no easy way to say this other than say it's almost downright un-American what's happening from that perspective. Because while, everybody should be touting this great economic growth, continuing to feel good about the economy and growth, because, optimism is contagious, right?
Yes.
And so, it's a good thing when everybody's optimistic. I think it's a great thing that America's optimistic about America again. And I think one of the things that I'm hearing from small business owners, they completely were downtrodden under the Obama administration. In fact, our organization, Job Creators Network, did a national poll about 3 years ago, in the last couple of years of the Obama administration, because I was noticing how downtrodden small business and entrepreneurs were. And we asked the question, what's keeping you back? And it was overtaxation, overregulation, right, too much red tape, and the lack of access to credit. And under this administration, literally in a handful of months, 18 months roughly, they have tackled all three. This has been really the trifecta of fixes for small business owners. They've brought down taxes through the tax cut bill last year. Overregulation has come down. In fact, President Trump promised 2-to-1. It's now at 22 regulations
for one
introduced,
exactly.
right? And today, in fact, the House is voting on a fix to Dodd-Frank to finally bring community banks back to our community, which had been pulled out basically because of Dodd-Frank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, it's amazing about this, Alfredo, that, look, it's one thing to enact a policy or regulation, but if you see that it's not working, why can't you fix it? But that's not the bureaucratic government sort of way, is it?
No, it's not. And that's obviously, I mean, at this point, you have Speaker Pelosi literally promising to repeal the tax cuts, which I just can't even believe. I mean, in the past, Bill, we've all seen how the Democrats love promising everything free college, free everything, right? I mean, you know the drill on that one.
Right.
But we never hear them how they're going to fund it. I've never seen, I think, in history, and tell me if you've ever heard this, where literally the Democrats say, "Oh, and by the way, we're going to raise your taxes."
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, even once in a while they can't help themselves and they have to be honest. I mean, I appreciate her being honest. It's just the thing is that is the voter politic, hearing what they're saying, because you still have people wanting to support her and you go, no, did you not hear what she just said? Are you okay with getting less money? Yeah, suddenly, with this new administration, you got more money in your pocket. There's less taxes, regulations, and she's saying, "Oh, that doesn't work."
Well, and you know what? I mean, it really is getting to the point where it's crazy. Even in the latest CBS poll that was run, they found that nearly 2 in 3 Americans think that the nation's economy is in good shape, and that most of them believe President Trump's policies are actually responsible for that. And that's what they hate hearing, right? So that's why they have this collusion-based. I mean, frankly, the only collusion that's taking place, as far as I'm concerned, is the collusion amongst the media and the Democrats.
Right.
Because they refuse to actually report on the truth and on the good of what's happening in this country. And that is what I call un-American.
It really is, because instead of, when you have 90% of the reporting out there. I mean, these institutions that have the funding, they've got the resources and everything that could be part and parcel of the lifting up of America after all that we've gone through, with the 2008 financial crisis, all these theories that the Democrats and progressives thought would work, which is amazing to me because, Alfredo, I'm like you. I'm an empirical guy. I mean, I've lived life enough. I've experienced enough. I can read history books and see, okay, this works, this doesn't work. But yet under the Obama administration, it was like, the faculty lounge run amok. They sit there over a cup of coffee and they go, "Oh, hey, what do you think about this idea?" And there's nobody there to tell them, going, "Well, that's the worst idea. They tried that before and it killed millions of people or it destroyed all these businesses." Right. I mean, nobody's there to counter that, right?
I know. And now look at the actual results of what's happening now with the Trump administration. Right? 3.9% unemployment, Bill.
Yes.
We're getting some of the lowest points ever. If you look now, even breaking down amongst, for example, blacks and Hispanics, yes, we are at historic lows of unemployment with blacks and Hispanics. I mean, that is something to celebrate. I can't believe that the left isn't even taking a moment to celebrate that. I mean,
well, we've got to work on teen unemployment, the entry level. But again, we're fighting democratic and progressive policies that have promoted business to go more AI and robotic, and we'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Alfredo Ortiz is with us. It's just about 15 minutes after the top of the hour. More from Alfredo after this.
Frustrated trying to get business capital? Want to take the slow process and rejection out of the equation? GCNloans.com removes the slow, irritating approval process. Instead, get quick, simple funding. Powered by David Allen Capital, 80% of our pre-qualified clients are approved in days. Pre-qualified